Hello, welcome to OZTV. Here we talk about everything that you need to know. We talk about family, we talk about relationships, we talk about children, homes. We talk about virtually everything. So I want you to subscribe, like, comment, click on the notification bell for more videos coming up, and watch out for a new show coming up called Spit It All. Thank you.
To mommy, to tell mommy,
Yeah.
and begin to point at something. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And mommy will now say, did you spank the bum? You say, don't do it next time.
Yes.
Do you understand? Now you're building the child's confidence. You're trying to teach the child.
Yes. So when they start speaking, they can speak out.
Speak out. That is why the moment a driver begins to behave funny around that child, the child can easily come to you and tell you, the driver did so and so to me. And mommies, please, and daddies, pay attention to that little discussion. Mommy, I want to tell you something. Tell them, sweetheart, you're free. Sit down. Even if you're very busy, give the attention of that 5 minutes. It's okay.
Yes.
What happened? What is the problem? Your eye, even if the eye is not like that or whatever, just try to test that child to be able to get out that thing
information, yes,
from the child. So when you give that little attention is very, very important. Mommy, I want to tell you something. Make sure you hear that thing that they want to say.
Yes.
Whether that thing is stupid, whether that thing is irrelevant, whether it doesn't make sense, let that child speak.
And then you give them your advice.
The moment they speak, find advice.
Mm-hmm.
Build their confidence. Build their foundation on God's word. Make them understand that this is very wrong. It shouldn't happen at all. Don't be that mom that the moment they say, you begin to shout and begin to raise tantrums. Tantrums anyhow.
They will never come to you again.
They want a mom that have mastered calmness. Oh, did it really happen? Okay. Deal with that issue as a mother. You know how to deal with that issue, that when next it happens. In fact, you will not give room for such to happen. And let me not say when next. You won't give room. Your child tells you your driver, don't ignore it because you have stayed with that driver for decades. Now say, how will I not send this driver away and now bring somebody else? And no, fire the driver immediately. Because if you leave that driver, the driver will devise, pedophiles devise different means. It will get to a point where your daughter in your house from the age of 9 begin to sleep with a man till she get to 15 years and now become firebrand on bed. You will know. They devise different means. It will be wrong for the driver to be the one giving your daughter or your son advice on what they should do because they can't confide in their mother. Or the house help in the house be the one now taking care and looking down and may begin to advise your children on what to do. No.
That's very wrong.
Very, very wrong. So you get to a point where your children will just be looking outside waiting for their mother and their father to come back and want to discuss something with my mom.
Yes, they'll be so eager. Even sometimes they can even put a call across to you.
Immediately.
Yes.
Mommy, when you come back and want to talk to you, something is very... In fact, the moment you hear their voice on phone, my children, the moment they call me on phone, where are you? Are you not coming back? I am curious to know why that call had to come at that time.
Yeah, exactly.
Whether it's important or not. But the moment I get back home from the staircase, how are you, son? Are you okay? Are you feeling fine? Is anything wrong? You called me today. Let's go to my room. I will give them that room as my friend.
Yes.
They should become your friend.
Yes, be open.
Be open. So, by so doing, identifying them in your home is very easy. Number 2, you see, this CCTV is very important now at home. It has helped a lot. Where you can watch what is happening in your home.
Yeah, from your office.
From your office. Yeah. You can actually look at your phone and see what is actually going on. If your children are being molested, if the way they are being treated, anything happening in your house, you can easily see. So when you have such a CCTV devices at home, it's very important. It's good. It's very, very good. So you find out that when things are happening, the people will know. In fact, when you install such at home, make sure they don't know that you have
so that
it.
they won't be aware.
They will not be aware of what is going on. Let them act. They won't know.
So you mentioned that the pedophiles can be identified in the home front as if they're in your house. But what if they're not in your house and they're around your area?
Neighborhood.
Your neighborhood, yeah. Because definitely they can equally violate the children around.
They're even in the school.
Exactly.
They're even in the school. But when, like I told you, when self-confidence is built in children, they can report. You understand me? I don't want to talk about the acts going on, happening already. Because yes, when it happens already, some of them can be very, very damageful. It can damage a lot of things in children before you find out. So
exactly.
I don't want to go to the area of being the danger already that it's posing, that is already happening. I don't want to go through that area. But when children are built up in that way, and also let me cite this particular example. Maybe in the streets where you live, and a particular mother calls you and say, why don't you stop your children from going into this particular home all the time? Don't you think it's too harmful to them? You know, some women will now say, so my children will no longer do this. There are ways we tend to protect things that we're not supposed to protect. What you have to say is, since you are aware, there's a particular way to handle it, actually. You could tell the woman, thank you. Okay, I will talk to them. You call the children up. You always go to a man's house. When you go there, what happens in a man's house? Why do you like a man so much? Why do so? Interview the child. Ask questions. Make the child. If the child is hiding things from you, look into the child's eye whenever you're talking to your children. Look into their eye. When your child is lying to you, apart from that, there's an intuition every mother has. Except if you have sold your own and now decide because maybe the people that have it was difficult for me to give birth to this child, they paid me so much and now threw it away and now decide to raise them anyhow. Okay, no problem. But every mother has this intuition of, why do you always visit them? Okay, I don't want you to be going there every day. Why don't you once in a while? Okay, can I know them?
Yes.
I actually gave a mother an advice. He said the child came back and said, one of the schoolmates have a birthday party. And this birthday party, everybody has to go. All their schoolmates, their classmates are going. And she now said, I'm uncomfortable, I don't want to do this. I said, very, very easy. You want the child is disturbing, you want to attend. He said, it's easy. It's okay to attend the birthday party. And I said, how? I said, yes. Dress up that day. Clear your schedules for that day. Dress up with the child. Give her what to wear. Dress up. Put her in the car. Go with her. Tell her, okay, I'm going with you. I will sit in so place while I watch people do what you're doing. And I'll get to know the family. But we'll stay there for only 3 hours. We go. The child will begin to say, Mommy, no, how can you go with me? No, Mommy, you cannot go. Say, no, there's no problem. I will allow you. Whatever you can do, let me play. I was once your age. Let's go. It doesn't mean it will help me to know the parents of that child. You know, since she's your friend, I need to know them.
Yes.
They ended up doing it that way. You understand? So if there are things that the child practically wanted to explore,
it has been breached.
You have breached it somehow. It's been breached. Because at that time, maybe you will sit in those people's sitting room, knowing the parents of those people. I brought my daughter. My daughter is your daughter's friend. You tend to know the family very well.
Exactly.
You know what is actually going on, what those children are up to. And if you tend to put your eye down to see people that have matched themselves to become boyfriends and girlfriends in class or couples in class, and all that. When you now get to, you tend to ask that child questions. And also, it is making you get attached to your child. Two of you are now becoming friends because mommy tends to know more about you and your friends.
So what are the punishments, lawful punishments that are being given to these pedophiles when they are being identified?
Yeah, we have child acts. Okay. In child acts, I think how many years imprisonment that they've been given? I think 20 years or so imprisonment that they've been given. But if there are more severe cases, punishments given, because most of the time these children die. Yes. Most of them die.
Especially the minors.
The minors, most of them die. Some of them, their wombs get damaged. That in the long run, they might not be able to have children. most of the time as well. Some of them might be HIV positive, so you're giving that child a terminal disease. So there should be more severe punishments given to them. If there are more severe punishments given to them, because most of the time you find out that the parents or guardian or whoever, the relatives of the child molested, tend to take laws into their hands.
Yes.
I saw one that had to chop off the person's hands, legs, cut the person in pieces for defiling their daughter of 9 years.
Wow.
A woman also had to pick knife and cut off the person's manhood. So they tend to take laws into their hands. In as much as I wouldn't want to shed blood with my hand, but you know that act is very painful. Watching your child you're grooming, someone else coming to destroy the future and
child will never be the same
again. And they tend to live with traumas, they tend to live with a lot of, at a time in their life, depressions tend to set in, a lot of things happens to them. So some of them, even the ones that have started seeing their period, tend to get pregnant, a lot of things. The one of pregnancy can easily be controlled. When you give birth to the child, you go back, but there are some that develops into VVF.
Yes. Yeah.
You understand me? So there should be more severe punishments given to these people that perpetuate this act. But some of them go scot-free. Some of them go scot-free, nothing actually happens. So I think that if we have government, they should look into this and have a more severe, more intense punishment. That when you remember that this thing is going to come on you, you tend to run away from
such
acts. So they have to look inside these child acts, make it more severe, more strong, apart from the imprisonment, life imprisonment, or how many years imprisonment you're going to give to that person, because some of them might run away.
Yes.
Some of them you might be far around all this. Some of them that are their father defiling them or their brother defiling them. Parents, mothers tend to cover it up so that the people will not know. The stigma will not, will not be there. The child will not. Nobody will know the future of the child. When she comes to get married, let them not say, So, but when you're covering that evil, it will keep happening. It will keep happening.
And it will be going in circles.
It will gain in circles. At a time, it become a bloodline. After the father is done, the son might take over. So when mothers tend to hide it because they don't want so to happen online, people laugh at them and all that, you are encouraging an evil that will haunt you in the future.
That's true. I'm telling you, what you just mentioned now is like, it's very deep. Even imagining it alone, it's like cringing. It's like, don't even understand how someone would want to violate an innocent child. I don't understand what fun or what satisfaction you can derive from such acts.
Some people, I heard someone saying on social media the way they dress, and I asked the question: a 6 months old child or 9 years old, what kind of dressing would that child dress to attract you? To sleep with the child?
Yes.
So this is not about dressing.
It's not. I don't think
it has become a mental disorder.
Yeah.
It's something that happens to, it's from their mind, their brain. They just derive joy in seeing the pain in those people. Why? Because an adult will somehow resist you, overpower you. But you feel that this person is weak.
Innocent.
Is weak. He cannot do anything. So they derive joy or pleasure
in subduing them,
seeing that the person is weak for them. So it's not about like they say, the dressing up, because I don't see what will attract you to a 6 months old. A 6 months old.
And it happens, they violate them.
A friend was telling me, a fellow counselor like me was saying, a mom, a child of 3 months that wear pampers. The mother brought the child out from the back as like he was backing the child.
Okay, yeah.
And now said, ask an uncle at a bus stop, say, please help me hold the child. Let me do my wrapper well so that I can carry the child very well and put the child back. Just within seconds of carrying that child from the mother, the guy put his finger inside the pampers and began to touch this child. And the child started crying. Because the finger alone is too tight, it's too big to get there, in there. The child was crying. And the mother turning saw the child. He took the child from the man and held the man and raised the alarm and started shouting and screaming. And the man could wiggle his way out. By the time the woman removed the pampers of the child, his hands is up there. The only thing is that he saw that place was red. The red color. Yeah, they went to the police, but the guy was released. Nothing happened.
And he's going to do that to another child.
Another child. He will continue.
So parents, I think we should pay more attention to things like this, especially in the home front. In schools, teachers, please pay attention as well, because it happens everywhere. Everywhere. Even if there are some parents that may not be able to identify some things like this with their children, but when they come to school and you notice some kind of traits, that the child is exhibiting, I think you should look into that or put a call across to the parents so that they can pay attention to what is going on with that child. Because this thing is really happening over and it's becoming something of concern. Okay? So thank you very much, Joy Uzoho, for this education. And I believe that a lot of us would, look into, look within to, kind of work with what the information that we've given today. So we've come to today's, the end of today's topic on OZ TV. Please subscribe, like, share, comment. I will bring you another wonderful topic next time. See you again. Bye-bye.